Welcome to Larry Under Pressure. In today's session, Larry will be demonstrating how to fix delicious, easy, and quick oatmeal in the rice cooker. We're glad you've joined us.
Here we go, continuing on with my series with the rice cooker. I'm using the rice cooker because it's such an easy appliance to work with. It does everything almost completely by itself. You set it and forget it, and they're very inexpensive to purchase, particularly the type that I'm using in these videos. I'm using the real simple with one button on them. They're available in automatic that do all kinds of other things, and we'll do some in those too. I have several of those, and they're pretty amazing as well. But what we're fixing in this one today is we're going to fix a pot of oatmeal. It doesn't take but about 20 minutes, and it's pretty much hands-off. I will show you, by intervening with it about halfway through the cooking, a secret about these rice cookers, how to make it work better and how to make it end up with a better product. But you'll just have to stick with me, and I'll show you that secret in just a few minutes. So what we're going to do in the first place is we're going to open the pot, and it's not turned on or plugged in. And we're going to start with 1 full cup of rolled old-fashioned oats. We're not using instant oats, we're using the old-fashioned oats. That's the right way to do it with this recipe. And then we're going to add 1 full cup of tap water, along with 1/2 cup of whole milk. And it's just cold milk right out of the refrigerator. Next thing we're going to add is a heaping tablespoonful of brown sugar. And that's optional, but in that is about a teaspoon of salt, and that's probably not optional. Don't put the sugar if you don't like your oatmeal a little bit on the sweet side. I do, and I think it makes a nice difference. The last thing I'm doing is I'm putting about a full tablespoon of salted butter. And again, that's optional. Instead of the brown sugar, you could add some honey. You could add a tablespoon of honey, or a tablespoon of artificial sweetener. And it wouldn't take a tablespoon of artificial sweetener, and go from there. Okay, I'm going to put the lid on. We're going to plug it in and move to the front and get it started. I've got the pot plugged in, and you can see the warm light came on, and that's what it defaults to. It automatically comes on with the warm light on. To move it to cook, all you do is push this lever down, and you can see the red light came on, indicating that it's on cook. We're going to leave it alone until it begins to boil, and then we'll come back to it, and I'll show you one of my secrets, and we'll give it a little bit of stir, which is completely optional, but something I like to do. So I'll be back in just a few minutes, and we'll check it out. This oatmeal has been cooking now for about 8, maybe 10 minutes, and you can see that it's boiling, and that's perfectly fine. We're going to let it boil. Where I'm going to show you the trick on how to make things better is once it's boiling enough that it kind of foams up, we're going to do something with it then. So hang in there, and we'll get back to it in just a few minutes. I forgot to say earlier that you can also add a little bit of cinnamon to this, and that makes it very good, or maybe a little nutmeg too. When things you want to do a certain way, they never do. But what I was going to tell you about is if this foams up, and sometimes it does, it depends on the pot and depends on what you're cooking. If it foams up and gets up into the top and starts sputtering out, if you just lift the lid and close it back like that, it'll calm down. So you can sit there and kind of nurse it along and do that and save yourself a mess of it popping out all over your counter. I'm going to stir this while I have it open, because that way it'll keep the bottom from getting crispy. We're going to stir it up just a little bit, and we're going to put the lid back on and wait for it to shut down. And it'll do that automatically when it gets to the temperature that it's fully cooked. There it went. It just shifted over from cooked to warm. So the pot has sensed that the temperature has climbed above the boiling point because of lack of moisture that's boiled out, and that's where it gets its signal to turn off. So we're going to let it sit for just a few minutes and then we'll come and check it. Another neat trick to cooking oatmeal in these is once it turns off after its cooked cycle and goes to keep warm, it'll stay on keep warm, and you can leave your oatmeal in here for probably 20 or 30 minutes and keep serving out of here, and it'll be just fine. But what I like to do, you can see it looks real good. The consistency looks about right. Is I like to taste it and make sure that it's cooked to the degree that I want it. And that is, if it's not cooked as much as you want, you can put the lid back on and let it keep cooking. There's already some bit of residual heat in there, but by leaving the lid on and leaving it on keep warm, it'll keep cooking and will tenderize and get a little bit more mushy while it sits there. So that's another trick to the oatmeal. Now I'm going to go ahead and dish it up into a ramekin, which is the way I like to serve it, and we'll see how it looks and see how it tastes once it's completed. And it is completed. We're just going to dish it up. I hope you've enjoyed this video and hope you can use this oatmeal as a great way to start your day off in the mornings, or a great way to have supper when you come home tired from work and don't want to fix a big meal. I put some blackberries on it. I love blackberries, and I got a real good price on them at the market this week. But you can add peaches, you can add any kind of fresh fruit you want. Some sliced up fresh bananas are always good in it too. I'll have a link in the description below for items that we normally use on the channel, as well as an Amazon purchase link for the rice cooker too, so that you can purchase them through the channel if you want. We'd love for you to subscribe if you haven't already, and like you to share this video, as well as leave comments and suggestions below. Thank you for visiting us. It's always great to have you, and we'll see you on the next cook.
For watching our video. It's always good to see so many of you here on the channel. Larry has left a recipe for this dish below, along with Amazon purchase links in which you might be interested. We hope to see all of you for our next video, and until then, we wish you happy cooking. Take care.